The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We have the Dow Industrials down 27, Nasdaq's up 2, S&P's a flat, gold contract down $3.40, trading at $13.26 an ounce. We have silver down 5 cents, $15.78 an ounce. Copper is flat at $2.93 a pound. The light sweet crude up 25 cents, $55.72 a barrel. Oil got hit yesterday. Oil was down a good $1.80.
Watch out for those Trump tweets.
Yeah, totally. Bonds and notes. Bottom line, they still want higher price. You get the 10-year bond up 10-year note up 7 ticks, 122.07. 30-year bond up 13, 146.17. Now, what both the note and bond market did yesterday, folks, they had explosive volume, but they had an inside day, meaning that the trading range stayed within the bar from the prior day. It's just really weird, man. It's like, I'm really trying to figure this out because when we show you the expansion of volume,
yes,
it's like, okay, so every buyer had to have a seller there. It's like, okay,
right.
What really happened? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
King dollar right now is up 44 ticks, trading 96.310. The euro is at 113.48. The yen is at 110.81, and the pound is at 131.65. And bottom line is that we start looking at Brexit. It seems one way or the other, this thing is getting postponed, folks. That's what it looks like. You know, we'll see how this shakes out. But I suspect we're going to actually get more info right today. It'll be just in another couple hours. But what you do have out there, they're basically May is, bottom line, talking with her parliament right now. And you can see the pound got a good pop. The pound's happy.
Yeah, right. That's how I was just pulling it up, right? I mean, we got, what's the high there? 132.38. Yeah. And that's quite a high, right?
It is.
I mean,
no,
it's very much right at the tippy top range of where we've been. Yeah. Almost 5 tops now. And
it's consistent that it wants higher price.
Yeah.
That's where, and don't be surprised, folks, if this thing gets extended another 16 months, 18 months, whatever that is.
Yeah. And was this the day of
26th. Yeah, is that 26th?
No, this is the 15th.
That was the day, though. Yeah, it went to 126.70. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's the day.
So January 15th.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when it rejected lower price, and it took off like a rocket ship.
And that's when May had that vote where she got destroyed, like 430 to 205 or whatever it was. It was traded lower the whole time. They voted, right? Spiked higher. Yeah. Pretty remarkable, though. I haven't looked at the pound, that close, but that was quite a pullback from 130, 180 all the way down.
That was
to 127.7 and back to 132.
Right,
huge moves.
It was huge moves, and technically it was like about as clean as you could get. Though, watch this. You're going to see that this is kind of interesting. It's 50. It was a 50% move. Well, just over 50% move on the way down. And what I like about this move is that it's been consistent. You're up, you pull back, takes a long time, you're up again. You can see what has happened here now. We're going much higher, faster than we have come down.
Yeah, there's been an accelerated news cycle over there in the last 2 weeks in terms of if you're against Brexit or you just want a very soft Brexit, you're a happy camper, I think, for sure.
Yeah. Another happy camper is Elon Musk.
I don't know if he's
so happy this morning, folks, that he thinks he's going to win against the SEC. This guy has a real problem with I guess.
Authority.
Thank you. Yeah, he should be a private company.
There's a lot of things you could probably say he has a problem with right now in terms of describing. And yeah, you say he's going to lose, right? So yeah, you can fight the SEC when there's like nuance to be added to, and that's where a lot of financial crimes really, and this isn't a crime, but I'm saying the SEC, there's a lot of like, oh, well, we meant to do this, we had this in mind, He's just breaking it so concretely in fact that that's his real problem here, I see. We were talking about coming up where you just can't state an exact statistic of how many cars you're going to make in the year, which might be the most important statistic anybody cares about for your company right now to value it, and then be like, oh, whoops, I meant that, after already getting in trouble, making an agreement, they're going to be reviewed. It's clearly a break. I said we should have seen this coming. But
he didn't stop.
No. And then this was...
morning, folks, okay, what happened? Something is broken with the SEC oversight. It's like... you can have fights with plenty of people, man. As a public company, just as you said, he's
So I guess this is how he did it, right? So I don't need, this is probably just some random Twitter account, who knows, right? Talking about, but it didn't move the markets, and the SEC complaint did. Where's the enforcement committee that protects the small investor from the SEC enforcement? So that's, playing on Tusk. And then he, of course, backs up. Exactly. So, this happened several times. Something's broken. So here's the counter argument I'd say to that, right? What if the system's so broken with their stock that the market can no longer trust the CEO when he tweets something, and as a result, he puts out factual statements, and the market can't believe it and doesn't move because of it? And maybe that's what that says too. Whereas, like, listen, you're such a joke as CEO. Any other CEO tweets that would be a drastic, change. The market would react, and maybe he's broken that system, and that's what it doesn't matter, but that's the contrary.
Well, when I said when I was walking in here, so watch the real problem. One of the real problems here is that, let's say that I owned or I didn't own Tesla.
Yes.
Let's say I owned Tesla, right? And then what ended up happening is that I saw the first tweet. Okay.
Yes.
Get the first tweet. Say, okay, this is really good, man. Maybe I'll buy another 10 shares. I'll just keep this small. Keep this. Okay, I buy another 10 shares, right? I go off to work, right? I don't see the second text. That's where the SEC is going to go. So.
And here's a tweet. There's nothing. Tesla made 0 cars in 2011, but will make around 500,000 in 2019. There's nothing to interpret there. It's a very, any grade, school, like any grade in school, person will be like, oh yeah, you're going to make 500,000 cars this current year, 2019.
Right.
And then, of course, where does he say he's?
It was 15 minutes later, I believe. Oh, 45 minutes later.
There you go. Meant to say annualized production rate at the end of 2019, probably around 500, i.e., 10,000 cars. Yeah, you can't have the two. The market is going to react, and
So let's see what the market's doing to it. Tesla, TSLA.
No problem, man.
Seriously, man, it's rejected lower price at
$6 off the low. Now only down $4. I'm going to pull it up on the TD Ameritrade platform real quick just to get the overnight.
This is a cult stock,
because
folks.
There's your open. Let's see. So 288. It has intraday. Where did it go to overnight? 282 even.
Okay.
And we're almost back up. And there's your drop immediately. Now the other side to Tuss saying, you as an investor shouldn't be prone to investigations being opened. He's all upset at the investigation. Just don't open yourself up to that, and look how you hurt your shareholders. That's what the SEC has a problem with, as they should. And like we were saying too, if it's a private company, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
When you want to take random people's money to be investors in your company, the rule is you have to tell them what's going on in your company, and you can't lie about it. And he knows better.
Pretty wild, man.
It is pretty wild.
It's pretty wild. It hasn't stopped. That's the thing that's like, oh my God.
Yeah. I assume. And that's where there was supposed to be somebody reviewing his tweets.
Right.
That's the real process that, like, obviously there's not, right? Or he's not, so that's the real problem.
877-927-6648. Now, hey, take it. Okay, so we know that we have you have the Barrick Newmont fight. So Barrick today is down 31 cents, trading at $12.28. Newmont is down 79 cents, 35.31. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back because I want to show you something that's pretty cool. And what it is, it's the breakup fee that Gold Corp will get if the deal isn't done.
I saw some of that. It's not cheap, right?
$625 million.
Okay.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 48. NASDAQ is up 3. S&P is a flat. So let's go over, what had happened, folks. Of course, I do the gold report and get my head wrapped around, whether Newmont stays with the Goldcorp deal, fights off the Barrick deal. Barrick gets Newmont, says they don't want nothing to do with the Goldcorp deal. All of the above. The thing that's really cool here, folks, is this. Now bottom line, we own this already, Goldcorp, meaning, and specifically I bought it because my take is that it may be a whole takeover, dramatic, 1, 2, 3, all of them. Now, even if it isn't that, though, this is the really intriguing part. So if the deal doesn't go through, Goldcorp gets $650 million. Now, $650 million is, go ahead. If we take a look at their revenue, well, first off here, let me show you. So they have 868 million shares outstanding, right? We take a look at their revenue, and what you're going to see, for 2019, they plan on making 34 cents.
Yes.
Well, 34 times 860 is what, 250, 230, something like that.
Yeah.
Bottom line is that...
$230 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. No, just right.
So, I don't think Goldcorp can go wrong here, man.
Yeah, it's quite a boost no matter what.
$650 million.
$650 million is
to the bottom line.
Is the breakup fee that they will receive if that deal does not go through.
Right.
Yeah, and even revenue-wise, what's happening too is 2018 was a tough year, man, in terms of revenue. Look at the decline, $3 billion. Yeah. Earnings barely positive. They're only pulling in $4 billion in total revenue for 2019, which is like a 30% increase. It's not like it's exactly a 30% increase in 2018, and still $660 million. It's like a 15% boost to the bottom line revenue. Right. And so that's a big number for sure.
It's a big number, man.
It is.
So, and we'll see where this shakes out, but it's really intriguing, man. It's like, wow, And there's one story here saying that, Goldcorp seen left at the altar. It wouldn't be bad being left at the altar, folks, with $650 million.
Yeah, right.
With 3 years of earnings?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. If you can't do something with that, you have a problem. Market-wise out here, so we get the Fed chairman speaking right now, right? His numbers came out. He starts, there it is right there, yeah.
Yep, they got to.
So upbeat outlook. I suspect it's going to be status quo inside of that.
What you also had, too, is you had the consumer confidence right at that 10 o'clock mark.
Oh, is that that's what jumped the market?
That's what I was just going to let's see if it jumps in here. Is it there? Am I missing it? There it is, right there, yes. Yeah, so 131.4 from 121.7.
Good.
Quite a jump. And they were looking for 124.9.
Right.
So that number coming out basically right at 10 o'clock. And that was some of that action that you saw accelerating higher.
Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities. We'll see whether we're going to have high volume market or low volume market out here today. You get GE is up by 31 cents. ST, they come out with numbers, man. This thing's on fire. We'll go through that again. And that's at all-time highs, man.
Etsy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up 744. You got, let's see, what else is out there? Roku's up $1.69. Not much else happening. So let's see what that's. Okay, so this company, yeah, the low for the year is $20, the high 68. I think this went, public at 16. Look at that. Now this is a successful stock, no doubt. So the company offers handmade vintage items, art, supplies, as well as regular items. You know, the growth in some of these companies is just amazing. Watch this one. This is like, I was looking at this last night. 273 million, 2015. 2018, 603.
Yeah. And you got to like to see that in terms of an early stage company. They're pretty early stage, right? And they're already turning positive for earnings.
Look at, this year, 94 cents, man.
Oh, big time. Yes.
How many shares outstanding? That's a.
Yeah.
My God, 120 million is the bottom line. 110 million is the bottom line.
They were valued at $8 billion, right? So that their PE's up at 112 or whatever it is. So they're all banking on the future, as you'd expect.
Bank on the future, baby.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So let's take a look at the futures market here. What do we got? You got gasoline's up 1.5%, natural gas up 1.4%. You got corn down, soybeans down. These things are getting killed, man. I mean, you know, the amount of soybeans, folks, that, you know, we sell to China is extraordinary. And guess what? It's not happening. And this market is just getting. I am so glad that we're not. I feel for the soybean farmers. Let me put it that way, because it's pretty disgusting. The hit is extraordinary. Okay, so there's the continuous contract. Look at this. So per bushel, what is that? $17.94 per bushel down to $9 per bushel. Big number, man. Cut in half, basically.
Right.
Yeah. You know. So.
Yep.
Commodities are commodities, no doubt about that, folks. But guess what? You need buyers. And you know what the real danger is? The real danger is that there's. Now this is very small, but there's a really cool article that was published, I think it's last week in the Journal, and what it was about. So picture that right on the Chinese border, Russia borders the Chinese border quite a way. Now, they don't have the weather or the soil that we have in the Midwest, and that's why that's the wheat basket, right? But what has happened in the last 4 years, those farmers are having, like, they're in heaven, okay? Because they've figured out a way to do soybeans, right? Okay. And they're making money hand over fist.
Nice.
Now, it's very small, but guess what? It's market share.
Yes, it all matters, right?
It all matters. It's market share, and, of course, it's right across the border, you know? So you give up market share, folks, it can turn into a huge problem. We got to take a look at the good old King Dollar. King Dollar, just no sellers, man. I mean, you know, it's been struggling out here, but even this morning, what we had out here is, look at this, 7,900 contracts. It's nothing. And it's already rejected that low that was established out here last week. 96,120.
Okay. We got to 96,115.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing, man. I mean, you know, and it's a tough call whether the market, it looks like the market likes a stronger dollar. It's real close. You know, it's like, okay, we've been up here for a long period of time. Market had a nice, you know, rebound, no doubt, from the December lows. And the reason I'm just saying that is that when we just got that little pop with the consumer confidence, the dollar popped as well as the S&Ps.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not quite sure why the dollar's not good. I mean, the market wouldn't like if the dollar goes down.
Right,
Because
right.
it seemed that, you know, that
Yeah, I
you
would
would be
agree.
able to export more.
Right.
But that's how this baby is shaking out right now. Financials, we take a look at those that XLF, and, you know, 26.57, still flat market out here.
How about Amazon?
Yeah, the king dog. Yeah.
Calm day for Amazon.
Amazon down $3. Already rejected 16.16.
Pretty tame 2019 so far.
It is. No, there's no doubt. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 25, Nasdaq up 7, S&P's up 2.5. Come right back. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow Industrials right now trading down 49. Nasdaq is up 1. S&Ps are flat, basically.
So let's see what Powell is saying.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Trade deficit and the current account balance can go down quickly in bad states of affairs. Uncertainty is the enemy of business. We do sense it has been holding back some decisions. Well, maybe that's interesting in terms of, does that mean that He's provided that certainty, and they're not going to change what they came out with, right? I mean, that's a bold statement. We still see muted inflation pressures, and that gives us the ability to be patient with monetary policy, and that's what we're going to do. Man, strong words. Yeah, we see muted inflation pressures even now, and that gives us the ability to be patient.
Powell noted the balance sheet reserves will need to top $1 trillion, implying that the ultimate size of the balance sheet will be around 3.6 to 3.7 trillion when the unwind does. I don't know what it is right now.
When the unwind ends.
4 or 4.5% of something.
Okay. Yeah. We want to use our tools to sustain this expansion and keep the labor market strong and keep inflation near 2%. Strong words in terms of patience, though. Surprised the market not popping a little bit more on him kind of just reiterating.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see where this is going to shake out, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And does he, so he had a statement. Is he, let me just do something.
Yeah,
back up one second. I was seeing if they were asking him questions at this point, or if he is still kind of just speaking. Let's see. Just scrolling a little bit. Okay, we'll figure it out.
I think
Yeah.
it can go all the way up. It's real time, I think.
It is. I was trying to see whether they were saying, is he taking questions, or is this just part of a statement? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because things get more volatile when he starts taking questions. That's strong banking system. And I guess the senators are talking now. So he's probably taking questions because you have a senator noting the importance of established trade rules and agreements.
Okay, so hey, let's look at this for a second. Now, can you blow this up a little? This right here?
I don't think so.
Oh no, this won't blow up.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
yeah.
so what's intriguing, folks, is that the way that the
I know. Shame on them for making it so small.
yeah, we can read it though. I mean, we can tell
Yeah,
them
you
what
can.
it is. So we always talk about the dollar index. Okay, so the way the dollar index is basically put together is that it's supposed to be our largest trading partners. But, you know, the more I kept looking at that, I'm saying to myself, this is interesting, man. This dollar index has been around forever. Well, this is our largest trading partners right here. And it's like, the first one's China, right?
Yes, China. So this looks like it's total trade quarterly, and this is the third quarter of 2018 numbers we're looking at.
And above it says, here are our largest U.S. trading partners to the third quarter of last year.
Yep.
And the bottom line is that things have changed dramatically. You get China's number 1, Mexico's number 2, Canada's number 3, Japan is number 4, Germany, South Korea, United Kingdom, India, France, Ireland. You know, now, there's no doubt that what they did is that's why the euro is big. They grouped the euro together. So if we do that quickly, it still wouldn't come out to, you know, what a China is. If we took Ireland, it's 20.
Yeah, no, definitely.
France, 20.
It's not even close.
Yeah. So it's kind of intriguing,
Yeah.
you know, in general, that we pay so much attention to the dollar, which we do. But,
Sure.
you know, you can see right there, it's Mexico, it's Canada, and it's China.
Yes.
And Japan, you know, Japan's a monster, huh? I mean, even, you know, it's 55 billion compared to the, I think
Yes, it's billion.
Yeah,
It is,
okay.
yes.
But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the top three combined to equal 440 billion between the top three. So that's,
Big numbers, man.
definitely.
You know, and so that's where the correlation, well, actually, let's bring up the peso for a second. So the spot peso, you're at 19.18 to $1 US. And so it's been hanging up here. It's a high consolidation, actually. So still pretty weak, right? I mean, that's how that would shake out. You know, when you come down here, 2014, you get 13 pesos to $1 US. That'll be a stronger peso against the dollar.
Yeah.
You know, now you get 19.9.
I wonder if it has to do with the actual size of the economies versus the size of our trade, because we might trade that much with Mexico, but I wonder if Mexico's and I'm not sure. Maybe you know what I'm saying, but the size of their economy isn't as big, so when you're leveraging the value of your currency, who you're trading with matters, but really not. It's the size of your economy that might have the most impact of those currency swings.
Well, you know, it's intriguing. It's, so what they're talking about today, you might have heard this coming in on Bloomberg. They're talking about today that so Powell isn't a PhD economist.
Okay.
And the Vice isn't a PhD economist.
Okay.
And that's what I was thinking. I was getting out of the car. I said, because that's kind of the speech that we're having right here. Like,
Sure.
okay, what does that mean? What,
Right.
You know, what is the actual?
What are the factors
what
that
is what is
contribute?
the actual fundamental factors?
Sure.
That is it the size of the economy?
Yeah.
Is it the size of the trading? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's intriguing in general.
Yes, definitely.
And you can see though, there's a lot of moving parts out here, man.
That's for sure,
That's
right?
the real bottom line.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts. Let's go take a look at good old Facebook. See what they're up to. So they're up 60 cents.
Not bad.
Yeah. Not a lot of action there. Apple is up. Apple's flat. Apple's got a problem. You know, think about, you know, here's your low. I mean, Apple, that bottomed out January 3rd at 142, laying at 174. You know, the rest of the market has done like a 786 retracement.
And that's when they came out with their earnings, that big spike, right? I mean, the gap. I believe so.
On the way down? Okay,
Yeah.
And
Oh, where are you going? There we go.
yeah, so this has only been able to do a 0.38 retracement versus the market. You know, you can see that's pretty intense.
It's a 90.8 to B, right? That's still quite a retracement on such a gigantic pullback for sure.
Oh, yeah.
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 90 points. 232 was their high. I think 207 was what put them at that $1 trillion mark. And they soared.
$1 trillion mark.
They
We don't
soared
hear
far
about
up.
that anymore.
No, right?
We're not hearing no $1 trillion marks out here, folks.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Bitcoin, that's XBT. You don't even hear about Bitcoin anymore.
Yeah.
It's hanging tough.
Pretty tamed.
Hanging tough at 3,800.
It is.
The real question is going to be like, what's the next shoe that's going to fall off in the Bitcoin world?
Yeah. And will they ever get a run to the upside again? Like they've seen more than a few times, right? So it's possible. But
It's, yeah.
I imagine the longer that it surpasses, though, it's going to be harder to beat because you're going to have other coins out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
If Bitcoin just never gets an acceleration the next year or two, the market for cryptos might pass it by. And I'm not even fundamentally that aware, but that's what you just got to imagine. There's other things progressing that are going to eat into the uses for Bitcoin.
That's right.
So if it can't do it now, you know, we'll see.
Everything has its time.
That's right.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 41. Nasdaq's up 1. S&P's are flat. Come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com. educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 25, Nasdaq is up 5, S&P is up flat, and this is quite an article here about Fiat Chrysler, right?
Yeah, the Jeep Wrangler in particular, man. So 166 days supply of Jeep Wranglers at the beginning of this month, up from 116 days. That seems like a lot. I don't know what industry standards are, though, right? But even to have 120 days supply of a car, just at the beginning of last year, so 50 days increase, and
it says it's almost double a day's supplies of cars or light trucks too, so that's pretty intense.
And that would make more sense, seem like 70, 80 days, something like a couple months you have on your lot. It's worrisome, and has been going almost all in on, as in terms of Fiat Chrysler. That's all they're doing is trucks, SUVs.
Yeah.
They're killing off the sedans, and if that inventory starts building up, demand starts slowing. Auto companies used to be in a position where demand outstrips supply. Supply is now keeping up with demand and possibly getting to a point where it exceeds demand. And this is for the entire market he's talking about. For the Wrangler, of course it is. But this is the Wrangler here that we're looking at. So they were up there in November.
More supply, less price.
Yeah, right. I mean, I said,
And they're expensive, man. That's,
Let's see. So all three companies slumped by more than the S&P 500 last year. This is talking about Detroit automakers, and Fiat Chrysler has trailed the benchmark index so far this year. And here we go. So Wrangler inventory has kept creeping up, even as the model had its best January ever and set an annual sales record in 2018. So, but what do we always say, right? It's all about expectations. They obviously thought they were going to have an even better 2018 than they had. Let's see. So the model traces roots.
So they're just like cranking it out. So because deliveries kept climbing despite a hefty markup of the new. Oh my God. So a new Wrangler averages 42,400.
That's
up from
an amazing price.
It is up from 37,020. Look at that. That's sick.
That's a 15%. Yeah, 15% almost. Rate hike.
And it's still
wow, and look at that. Yeah, and that's going that's going back to 2008, but that's still from 26 in 2008 to 42. Right. So that's a $14,000 increase. That's more than a 50% increase over 10 years in the price of that car. When there's still good cars on the market for $26,000. All right, so they're really pushing into a luxury style, or at least upper echelon from 30, 35 even could be an affordable.
So the thing that's amazing here actually is that they actually are selling more, but they're just making so many more. Holy cow.
So this is a part of a broader trend that will be difficult to keep up as borrowing costs rise. New vehicle average transaction prices climb too. So there's the point. New average, there's your average, 36, and they're at 42. That's quite a difference. And that in itself is a January record in terms of these car companies, man, just pushing it in terms of...
Isn't it?
Fewer bargains, fewer bargains, and probably fewer cheap financing options, maybe pushing some buyers out of the market for new cars. Hey, rates go up, man. That's a direct effect to what you're paying for these vehicles when a majority of people are financing their cars these days.
Yeah, for 5 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, though.
So if you're in the market, if you always wanted a Wrangler, go give the dealership a nice low price tag that you might want to pay for
Yeah,
one.
pull
because
this article up and
they
bring
might,
it back.
They might have one sitting at the lot just needing to be pushed out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And summer's approaching. I wonder how that plays in. You got to sell more Wranglers during the summer,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to be selling Wranglers in Chicago in January.
No, you're not. I mean, unless you're going to put a tow bar on
Right?
them, right?
You might sell them down here in
that's a push
January.
thing.
Right? No,
Yeah,
you could actually.
yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I wonder how those, but I imagine they're more for summer when you, especially you rip off that hood.
Yeah.
You know,
No doubt.
yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go see, what the good old takeover boys are doing. So we get Barrick hit 1222 today. You're at 1236. You have Newmont, and we were just looking at this ratio. So Newmont is at 35.34. So right now the ratio is like $3 under, right? Is that what we speculated? About $3, 282?
Yes,
something
it was
like
32 something and change as of today if you did the conversion for their buyout.
that. Yeah. So
Which would make sense, right? If there was 100% probability, then it would be
Yeah.
trading at the price. It's definitely not going to be at 100% because there's variables that could allow it not to happen, to say the least, so that it's going to be under that value at least.
Yeah, and where they're going to get some pressure is that, that's one of these. I'm not sure which one it was. It was in one of these that had 2%. So it's one of these three. The
Okay.
Fosback, First Eagle,
it's
T
probably-
Rowe. They were in the paper yesterday saying that they actually liked the deal.
It's probably one of these 13Fs because those
Yeah.
are the only two F.
Okay, so they were,
Fosback
you
or
know,
First Eagle.
Yeah,
And they'll
and
both play.
That's a lot of shares.
Right, they'll both play. That's what, yeah.
That's a lot of shares. There's
Yes.
no doubt.
Yeah.
You can see in the top ones, all these top ones are just ETFs. You get
Sure.
BlackRock, you get Vanguard, you get Van Eck, you get State
Yeah.
Street.
Yes, T-Row,
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting shaking this
FMR,
out.
Fidelity, yeah.
And
yeah.
it looks like, I mean, they're trying to pull this thing off pretty quick. They're trying to pull this thing
Okay.
off at their April meeting.
I guess if you're going to go, time is against you when you
Oh,
come
yeah.
in for a hostile takeover.
Right.
The longer you have, the more people can come up against it, I assume. Or you don't know where those stock prices are going to trade, right?
Oh, you got to close the transaction.
Because you have Newmont. I think I saw their CEO, right? I was saying he's coming out saying, listen, it's an 8% discount. And that's
Right.
because you have the price of Barrick declining because it's a share deal.
Yes.
And I say they're going to face that heat, man. In
Yeah.
terms of like that, and
Right.
that might not even have to be due. Both of the gold price could pull back, right? All that stuff. So, but it still might derail.
Right. One of the problems that Barrick's going to have is that this guy, Gary Goldberg, had already announced his retirement.
Okay.
And so that's a problem. I mean, this is a young guy, I think, to retire, but he was retiring anyway. He announced that he was going to retire by the end of 2019.
Okay.
So they'll use that, do you know what I mean, on the other side, that, oh, hey, the guy's retiring, you don't even have a CEO.
Sure. Hey. Yeah.
So that's
a battle.
That's a battle. And because Bristow does have a good reputation, that's what that fund was saying, that
Yeah, no,
they like the idea
bet.
that,
It all factors in, for sure.
You got an operator
Yeah.
in the seat that is saying, okay.
What is amusing is people are going to talk about that breakup fee because you say, oh man, we're going to have all these synergies, right? And they're going to say, how many synergies are you going to have? Because right off the top, you're going to have to pay $650 million.
Seriously?
So if you have $1 billion in synergies, you're really only making $350.
Right.
Right. I mean, that's going to be talked about too, for sure. And it should be. 'Cause
Oh,
it's straight up.
that's a big deal.
Oh,
there's no
Yes.
doubt, man. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
That $650 million.
Yeah.
Like, you could do that all day long. I'll take the $650. You get 2 or 3 years of earnings. Do it again.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
if it was such a good deal, why doesn't Barrick want it to happen regardless?
Yeah. Well,
Because they save $650 million instantly if it does. So if it's not, you know what I mean? It's just, that's something to consider as well.
So watch. That's where my head's going. Heads you in, tails you in. That it's like, hold it. Take them all. They're complaining about the 17% premium that Barrick was, that Newmont was paying Goldcorp. But
Yes.
it's like, okay, well, what's $650 million worth?
Yeah, right.
Maybe strip out the mines.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back. We have the Dow down 66, NASDAQ off 6, S&P's down 2. Come right back.
We both know you've got what it takes to crush your goals with the will to make it happen. So why haven't you accomplished it yet? For most, the answer is fear. Fear is that limiting factor that stops us from getting what we truly want, but it doesn't have to. That's why on Wednesday, February 27th from 5 to 6 p.m., I'll be hosting my 1-hour workshop, Overcoming Fear in 5 Easy Steps. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, the 2018 Market Timer of the Year, author of Mastering Probability, and an expert in human emotion. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain free access to this extraordinary workshop where I'll coach you how to bust through your barriers of fear. How you respond to fear is what sets you apart from the rest of the crowd. Look, this could be the most valuable hour we ever spend together. So come to the homepage of TFNN.com and begin your 30-day risk-free trial of Mastering Probability and take the next step towards the life you deserve.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 87. Nasdaq's up 11. S&Ps are up 4. And coming up tonight, folks, we have
Tomorrow evening.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh, good. We got another day.
This week is flying by.
Awesome.
Not quite Wednesday yet.
That's good.
It is Tuesday. So tomorrow night, February 27th, 5 to 6, Steve's going to be in there with Mastering Probability subscribers talking about overcoming fear in trading and investing in 5 easy steps. You can get a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers. I encourage people to check it out. You get in there with Steve's newsletter, of course. You get access to that immediately. He's got a bunch of archived webinars that you gain access to immediately as well. And then you gain access to tomorrow night. That, of course, is going to be archived as well. So check it out.
Great time to be a trader, folks.
And look at that market spike, right? We'll jump back to the Bloomberg, but that's your Dow 5-minute charts.
Right.
Just jumping, whereas the markets were all in negative territory now. We've been oscillating a bit. S&Ps and NASDAQ were positive for a decent portion of the program. And a little bit of a pullback.
So let's just take a look and see what the strength versus the weaknesses inside that Dow.
Caterpillar, right? And Home Depot.
Home Depot minus 30 points. Caterpillar 28. Walmart 8. JP Morgan 7. Inside the NDX 100, you get Baidu down 2%, Henry Schein off 1.7.
What's going on with EA?
Look at that, it's up 2%. I think that's going to be a dead cat bounce. I think that's been down for a while, right?
Can we jump into the news real quick
That's
and
right.
just see what the headline is?
Well, that came off the bottom. Oh yeah, because EA is the one that came out with that game that can go against Fortnite.
I guess
except
so.
they're on the computer.
So they've had a 5-day losing streak. They're looking to gain it, and yeah, not too much action in there in terms of news, but just a pop on some of that pullback, maybe having to do with that game.
Stay right there, folks. We get Fast Market coming up next. Then, of course, we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.